I think it was about a week ago. There was a quote I read on Instagram. It was like the market will always gravitate to where the most pain has happened. So what does that mean, right? So anyone who's done homework with me, they'll know that when I give you a zone, so when I give you a key level like this, let's say this is your key level. When you come into the key level, what you are looking for is this, right? Let's say you come into this key level. If you want to buy, you're looking for the following. And people know this, right? So I'm just going to break this down for anyone who's new. So when you come into a key level, the only reason you want to buy is when you see the following sequence. Aggressive sellers fail to break below the level. I'm just going to write fail to break below. This is what we call an absorption. It's an absorption because we see trapped sellers, and the trapped sellers means that buyers are in control because the buyers are passive. Sorry. So this entire process comes down to, so if you want to refine your entry models, and so I often think the best entry models don't come from the best model or the best technical piece of information. The best entry models come from knowing where to take the entry model, because there's so many different ways you can enter the market. There's EMAs, Bollinger Bands, RSI. There's even, like, I think ICT has over 80 different entry models, and I don't know any of them, to be fair, anymore. There's so many entry models, but they all come down to the same thing, right? You need to have aggressive sellers. They fail to break below the level. They're trapped, and we're going to come on to this word trapped, which means buyers are in control because they are passive. I'm just going to write P. They're passive. So when you see trapped sellers, this means they're in pain, right? The sellers here are in pain because if you go to an order flow footprint chart, you will see a lot of negative delta inside of here. Now, if we sustain higher prices, so if we don't break below here, it shows you those sellers are trapped. So those sellers are in pain. So the market will gravitate towards where pain has occurred, right? It's kind of like a battlefield. I know there's a trader out there. His name is Vincent. He trades break and retest without order flow, but I think he does trade order flow. But nevertheless, what you want to know is that the best zones to trade from are the ones that have the most pain, right? And the way you see that is by identifying where passive buyers and passive sellers stepped in, right? That's it. I think we have one more new person who's joined. Just want to say hi. I don't know who it is. It's I. It's the blue emoji I. Who is that? Just out of curiosity, I like to know.
Hi, this is me. This is Itamar.
It, Itamar from Israel.
Yes, yes, correct.
Oh, Itamar, how you doing, man? I think it's the first time we spoke, and I hope you're well.
Yes, I'm good. How are you?
I'm okay. I'm okay. Pleasure to have you here. This is welcome to Price Action Labs.
Thank you.
All right, I'm just gonna. If you have any questions, feel free to just pop them in the chat or whatever. So what I'm going through about this is basically, I think you asked me, Itima. I think you asked me a question about what do you look for inside of key level. You said, is it just a finished auction and you buy and sell? Basically, yes, but there's a bit more to it. So we're just gonna. That's what I'm gonna break down today. So hopefully you followed what we were going through. So what we had was we had a lot of buyers. We had sellers in control, then buyers in control, right? Then buyers in control, buyers in control, buyers in control. Then from here we saw this demand zone flip to supply, and this was because of Trump or tariffs, whatever you want to call it, right? So this is the zone that we're interested in, right? So as a trader, you need to refine where you trade from. The less areas you trade from, the less trades you take. The less trades you take, typically the more profitable you'll be, right? So this level throughout the whole of October was important, from 67, 62 to 58. So everything we do as a trader basically comes down to understanding whether sellers are going to be in control or buyers are going to be in control. Now, as we continue to go to the next week, again, we've not hit that level here. We've not hit that level. If we look at this over here, so this was Monday the 13th of October. This was a bank holiday. In fact, I'm going to make it a little bit more interactive. So one of the reasons you didn't want to trade on this day, it was a horrible day to trade, as you can see. There was no movement. why was this a day to stay out of? What was wrong with this day? One of the things is that it was a USA bank holiday. What else makes this a bad area to trade from? I want to see who gets the right answer. There's something in particular.